Hey, everybody on the Pro Forum! You miss me? I'm still here. February was awesome! Awesome. Everybody contributed. It helped a tremendous amount to be able to interview people at Sync. That was awesome. I hope y'all have enjoyed all this as much as I've enjoyed making them. Walking around Sync, grabbing people, hey, make me a little movie. It was totally a hoot. Now, just for what it's worth, we have several movies ready to go for March. However, I don't have the entire month of March covered yet. So if anybody out there is still looking to make some movies, we definitely are still looking for you to make movies for us. I mean, it, again, can be any subject. It could be, just a great story about a client or a sale that you've made. It could be a cool Photoshop trick. That's just another idea that a lot of people have posted a few things like that. It could be a great marketing tip. Think along the lines of the greatest thing you've ever done as far as marketing, or the greatest thing you've ever done that brought people in the door. You know, that's kind of a cool little subject that you could make a little short 1-2 minute video. You could literally grab one of your customers, maybe a high school senior or something like that, and ask them a question. Hey, I'm part of this really cool forum. I make these little movies and we share with each other. And what I'd love to ask of you is, why is it that you're here today? Now, what that would do for you is, number one, it's going to make you a cool movie. But number two, it gives you a little insight into that customer. And I've done that. I did several of those like last year. And frankly, I thought those were really, really fun. So that's just a few things I wanted to talk about. We've already gone through 2 months already. Can you believe that? 2 months of 2016. So again, just a little bit of a reminder, if you've got some sort of goals or plans, usually start in March. I have found across the board, whether you live in the north or live in the south, this is the time of year when people suddenly go, hey, you know, weather's nice, it's getting better, it's not as hot, it's not as cold. People think photography. People think along the lines of, you know, we need to get an awesome photograph made. You got the last minute seniors that you can bump into. You've got people having babies. You've got, married weddings. I notice a lot of weddings happen this time of year. Again, I guess that's all kind of based on parts of the country. But my point is, start thinking in terminology right now of hey, I got to get in gear. I got to get going. If you're a high school senior photographer and you will primarily do seniors in the summer months, well, those months are quickly approaching. So make sure you got your marketing together. Make sure everything's going in the right direction. Me and Bentley at Sync, I kind of alluded to this in some other videos, but we've been talking about how I noticed there's a bit of a across the board, even in the education that I've been seeing at various conventions and stuff, sort of a, for lack of a better word, a paradigm shift to where it used to be, the portrait photographer, the guy who does, low volume. He was the high-end exclusive guy who everybody thought was, oh my God, he's so good. And then the poor lowly volume guy, that guy was the lowlife who basically, what they did is they carried buckets and buckets of money to the bank. But everybody thought of them as they're the lowlife of the photography world. Well, the paradigm shift that I've started to notice is that some really quote-unquote snooty, uppity types in this photography world that we live in have started to do volume. As a result, more and more portrait photographers are getting involved with this. So make sure that you have all your ducks in a row when it comes to that. If you are starting to get more and more into volume, now is the time to start taking steps, making sure that you're educated in the right way, making sure that you've got some sort of system. Because like me and Bentley were talking about, Bentley from H&H, volume photography is all about the system. If you're not a system person, a step 1, step 2, step 3 kind of person, then don't even consider it. Let's see what else I have to talk to you guys about. A lot of things have been happening in my world. I joined a real estate organization that looks for affiliates. people who are associated with the real estate world. And I told them, I called them up and I said, listen, you know, there's no photographers on your website listed as affiliates. And they said, well, that's because we don't have any photographers. I was like, well, what do I have to do to become an affiliate? Well, you just have to join our organization. And it was a whopping $160 for a whole year. That gave me, first of all, a listing as an affiliate on their website. But the most valuable thing that it gave me was a list of all the real estate agents in my area who are members of this real estate organization. 400 and change real estate agents. I then quickly formulated an email and sent that email off to all of those agents, letting them know how important professional photography is. Also, I attended one of their meetings and actually met face-to-face with several of the real estate agents and told them, you know, what I can do for them as far as photography and stuff. One agent has jumped on it like crazy. Already, I've made $750 to be exact for some very, very easy work. Another one contacted me, and I've done a little over 200 for her. Another one contacted me. I've done 300 and change for them. In the course of all this conversation with these people, I've come to realize that the magic number, in case you want to do this in your area, the magic number is $85. $85, and what they get is 10 unretouched, low-resolution digital files. Now, you may think to yourself, wait a minute, Kirk, 10 files for $85, that just isn't worth me showing up. That isn't even worth me getting involved. Why on God's green earth would you show up to photograph a house for $85? That just doesn't make sense. Well, let's back up to the thing that I said just 2 seconds ago, and that is volume photographers are the ones who carry buckets and buckets of money to the bank. Let me put it in this terminology. I've consulted with several real estate agents, and I've asked multiple different brokers and the type in this area, and I asked if I charged $85, if 1 year from now, do you think I would have the privilege of photographing 500 properties in 1 year? And every one of them says, if you charge $85, I guarantee you'll have 500 listings or 500 properties in the course of 1 year. Let's put pencil to paper. 500 times $85 is $42,500. And it's all labor because they get the digital file. It's very minor retouching. It is... that's it. So I don't know about you, whether or not an additional $42,500 is valuable to you. But that's how I look at it. I don't look at this as $85 a house. I look at this as $42,500. So those are just a few things that I wanted to talk about for this big March 1st, 2016. And I really appreciate you guys on the Pro Forum. I really do. We just had a crash. As you know, we had a little sale as a result of that crash. Brought in a few people. Mostly it helped all those 10-year club members. Appreciate you guys a lot. You guys really are the core of the Pro Forum, and you make it live and exist. So thank you very much. We've updated a few things on the Pro Forum. For the month of March, we're going to have a competition, image competition. So go check out that image competition thread. Somebody's going to win it. Somebody's going to get an extra year of Pro Forum membership and $100 shifted into their PayPal account. So that's just something you can look forward to. We're looking for as many people to participate as possible. Another thing is we've actually cranked up this one-on-one mentoring thing. We've assigned it to 3 different people, and we're going to see how it works. Everybody on the Pro Forum can observe, but only those 3 people can participate. So just think about it. Watch it. I would love some suggestions. If you post Or if you observe something and you think, man, Kirk, you shouldn't be doing it that way, listen, I'm humble. Send me a private message. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know. So those are just a few things I wanted to talk to you about for this great month of March. And keep up the good work. I'm having a blast these days. I mean, photography, everything, I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. Everything seems to be looking up. So there you go. Thank y'all very much. And we will talk to y'all next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.